how to speak simple English, right? Is it really possible for us, and is it really possible for a beginner to speak simple in English and in an easy manner, right? So how we can maintain our English in a simple and easy way to be able to understand to the any other person to understand our English in a simple way, right? So if you are also thinking in that way, how to speak simple and how to maintain our English in a simple way, so just try to watch this video till the end. And in this video I'm gonna share some information and some useful techniques how we can maintain our English in that in simple and in an easy manner without using critical words and feeling like very posh words, because many of the people might not be able to understand what we are speaking about, right? So how to maintain it? Try to watch this video till the end. You will get the complete information and some useful techniques to follow and to keep and to maintain our English in a simple and easy way, right? So majority of the English learners, they always try to speak very fast and with they want to use very critical words and speaking very fastly. They try to speak in that way, but really if you ask the same question to me, is it really correct process to speak to be able to understand to the every person? Is it really possible, right? Definitely I would say no. Why? Because instead of using very critical words, using very posh words in our English, it doesn't make sense at all, because we are not giving any speech in front of people, we are not attending a seminar, right? So just we are trying to communicate with the people in English, right? So then our English should be very simple and to be able to listenable, right? It should be listenable, right? So for that we should maintain our English in a simple way, right? Otherwise it is not about speaking with full of uh, unwanted words, and even though there is no necessity of that using that particular word, if you are trying to use forcefully at that particular place in your conversation, obviously it doesn't make sense at all, right? So but simple English is not like that. It is all about if you maintain and if you observe the fluent English speakers as well, they use very simple words and sentences or phrases or idioms, whatever you call. They use very simple words and sentences, right? So they'll feel like whatever we speak, everybody should be able to understand what we are speaking about, right? So in the same way we have to follow the same rule here, right? We are not participating in any competition, or we are not doing any other thing, right? So just we are trying to communicate our feelings and our way of expressions and our point of views in English with other persons, right? So then obviously our English should be simple, right? So I hope you got my point, what I mean to say is, right? So at least from today, just try to be simple and use very normal language and go with the flow, and whatever you have in your mind, just try to have the conversation with the people. And lot of in most of the times in conversations our way of speaking will become better, right? So as I said, if you try to use most unwanted words and critical words in a conversation with any other person, if other person knows English very well and in a better way, definitely you will be caught and you'll feel very ashamed if we judge about your English, right? So it obviously very mm, unwanted thing, unnecessary thing to do that, right? So just don't try to use critical words even when you are at the beginner level or intermediate level. Okay, in the process and whenever you feel very confident about your language, whenever you feel very perfect, if you are feeling like very fluent about yourself in English, okay, you can use any other words. But at the beginner level, at the starting level, you have to be simple, right? So then your English will look like very normal thing, and you don't need to satisfy any other person, right? Just if you are able to communicate your way of expressions or way of thinking to the opposite person, it is okay. It is enough, right? So at least from today, just stop making unnecessary and using unwanted words in your conversations, and trying to use and make your English language as a parsley, and at the starting days it's almost impossible to speak very fluently, right? So instead of speaking fluently, just consider your language with a simple words and sentences. Always look at this language like your mother tongue, right? So of course it is not your mother tongue, but when you consider this language as your mother tongue, you will connect with the phrases, right? Whatever you try to speak, it comes out from your heart, right? So you have to speak bottom of your heart, right? So then only you will be able to connect with the language, right? So then only your mind will support you to speak 100% fluently in English, right? So otherwise, whenever you try to speak in English and it doesn't support you in that way, right? Because you always feel like very new to this language, and I'm a learner, and I'm at the beginning level, and how can I speak this language very fluently? If you're feeling like that, it is just like your thought, right? Whenever you try to remove that from your mind, definitely at the initial days it might feel weird and you might feel hard to understand the reality, but throughout the process, if you continue this only for 15 minutes, if you practice every single day without breaking the consistency, you can become the master at English language, right? It is not a rocket science, it is not any other biggest thing in this world, right? So it is just a language, and I can say English is the most simple and easiest language to speak for any individual, right? So why you are not feeling like that, and why you are feeling like it is the most critical and hardest language to speak in real life, it is almost, it's the biggest mistake that you are making. So always I said, just to connect with the language, and whatever you try to speak, just to speak from the heart, okay? So just try to find the easiest way to achieve fluency, right? So what are the things you like the most to do, right? So just add those things in your regular daily routine while practicing English. And if you are if you like to watch more movies, or if you like to watch more podcasts, or if you like to listen to the songs, just to do whatever the things in English only, right? So it is the most easiest process to learn, right? Of course, if you are not able to write, just stop it. Or if you are good at English and if you are good at listen, just listen to the music videos or cartoon videos, just try to understand, just read books, right? So try to do the best things which you are good at and which you like the most, right? So comparatively I'm talking about. So I hope you got my point, and definitely this technique will definitely help you to overcome this problem instead of using very unwanted words and all that. So your English will be very normal and simple, and you will feel so comfortable with the language whenever you try to have a conversation with any other person, right? So this is all about this video, and I hope you will implement all these things in your regular daily life from today onwards, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and never stop speaking, okay?